Hello everyone, welcome back to Alkaline Hydroxide 784, and today we interrupt your usual programming to bring you the National Day special. So today I'll just be this the main idea is to figure out what makes a Singaporean. So the first thing that comes to your mind is of course citizenship. Do you think someone who has citizenship is considered a Singaporean? Well, I guess you could say that for the most part, but there are definitely new citizens who may not be that familiar with Singapore or not be fully assimilated but still have citizenship. Or there could be people who really do not feel like a Singaporean even though they have the citizenship. So I don't think that's the best way to see if someone is Singaporean. Maybe let's think of something else. Maybe see how long someone has stayed in Singapore or how assimilated they are into Singapore in general. Maybe that's one way to figure out if you're a Singaporean. Then would that include people who are not Singaporean technically but have definitely assimilated so well until you can't really distinguish them from a real Singaporean? I don't know. But at the same time, I think it's possible to, there's certain ways to figure out someone who is actually Singaporean. One of the main ways is when people go overseas, they find another person talking really loudly in Singlish. Yeah, they got a Singaporean right there. Yeah, so Singlish is one of the things that Singaporeans have, like this special thing that we have here. And another thing is, I don't know, I guess you could say complaining about everything. Singaporeans like to complain about everything, even if they're actually fine with it. So, I don't know, that's one other thing that makes people Singaporean. And another thing would probably be being kiasu. Like, we're very ambitious people. We like to, race each other, like, be super competitive about everything. It can be a good thing or a bad thing, but the point is, generally Singaporeans like to be competitive. I hope, I guess. Don't know. And what else? I suppose people, like for the guys, especially if they've served NS, you can definitely say that they're somewhat Singaporean to begin with, even if they are not technically Singaporean, like they're PR. They will definitely feel like a Singaporean after they do NS, because that's what it seems like that's the case. If it kind of increases your patriotism and your Singaporeanness in a sense. And what else? Okay, I don't know. I can't really think of any other thing, but you can, maybe comment below what you think makes a Singaporean. But for me personally, do I think I'm a Singaporean? I was born here. But I am not. My citizenship isn't Singaporean. I'm actually a PR. So in a way, like to full-fledged Singaporeans, I may not seem very Singaporean, especially since I tend to talk in, more standard English compared to full-fledged Singlish. But to people who come from other countries or like foreign students, they definitely think I'm pretty much a Singaporean because I know I do know Singlish to some extent, and I do use it sometimes, I guess. And I do know how to get around Singapore very well. And in fact, like there was one time during orientation, I guess the group leader didn't really think I was like someone who actually stays here. And then I told them how to get around from one place to another in Sentosa. Yeah, so you can tell that I know this place very well. And I also like being in Singapore. I like the temperature. Of course, people like to complain about it, so maybe I don't actually complain as much as other Singaporeans, but to some extent, I'm very, like, this climate is the best climate for me in general. Yeah, so in a way, I could consider myself a Singaporean in that aspect, but at the same time, I don't really go to hawker centers all that much. I don't, like, I mean, I don't really do some of the same things that Singaporeans typically do in their hobbies and stuff. but that could be because I'm an introvert and also because of my family in general. So I'm kind of more influenced by my family than by my friends and peers to some extent. So yeah, that's weird. Like that's my it's not, it doesn't really make me feel paranoid every day because I don't actually try to think about having an identity crisis or anything, but that's something to think about. So yeah, like once again, do comment below or tell other people what you think makes a Singaporean, because I don't know, could be literally anything. Okay, thanks for listening to this. Happy National Day. Eh. Okay, bye.